How do you feel? You ask her. She flexes her fingers, giving you a small wave. Better. The doctor said it hasn't fully healed yet, though. I'm gonna say Hikoto for now on, so I hope that makes sense. Hikoto sighs. I'm genuinely sorry, you say, sitting in a chair across from her. But I know this won't compensate for what happened. Hikoto is silent. Her room is elegant, large bed, windows overlooking the courtyard. She has even gotten gowns. She doesn't wear them though, and is still in her mangled clothes from the dungeon. But at least she took a bath, although she's not allowed the maids to help her. She acts out at some places. She won't take any food unless it's simple bread and water, and she doesn't even sleep on the bed provided. You sigh. You've given her everything, but it will never be enough. I know it must be tough, but I have a few questions for you. You smiled. If that wouldn't be too much trouble. You can't resign what you've done. No matter your position or power, the past is irrelevant, and the future is uncontrollable. Her words from when you first met echoed in your mind. Whatever, she replies, looking at her hands. Okay then. You take a deep breath. Do you know anything about a tree called a maka? Maka the wood Izuku uses for his figures. Her eyes lit up with recognition. I've heard of it. You stayed quiet, willing her to continue. The tree only grows in the Toshinori kingdom. They say it's very rare, Hikoto says, and apparently very flammable, not like normal wood. So much that it may cause a fire. Hikoto looks oddly interested. How do you know so much about it? You ask, trying not to raise suspicion. Oh, she sighs. A nonchalant smile graces her face. My mother loved reading fairy tales to my brother and I. There was this one where fire and Maki, the wood, fell in love. They burned each other out. Only ashes remained. But it was only a silly children's story, although a pleasant memory for me. You nod. I also have another question. Go on. Have you heard of the League of Rebellion? You know, I thought I had all this figured out. You sighed, sitting next to Shoto on a couch in the hallway. I suppose, although you got closer than I did. Shoto smiles. Feels like you've been doing everything since you got here. All I've done is play detective. You laugh. What have I done that you couldn't have? No, really, I mean it. He says, turning to you. I couldn't have figured out about Maki. I probably would have reached out to Sir Izuku in the first place. Shoto. I'm not great to talking with people. Sometimes it's hard to say what I want to say. That's my character's flaw, I guess. He says, not looking at you anymore. Well, I jumped to conclusions. It's hard to believe that I'm never wrong. That's my character's flaw. You smiled, hoping to cheer him up. He does. He grins. It's small, but it's there, and you feel better. You and Shoto's relationship has always been one of comfort and solitude, and you can't help but wonder if he feels anything more. A marriage arranged is to fulfill two kingdoms, one that you secretly oppose. But now you kind of wish it to happen. But does he? Will you ever be anything more? Surely the kiss meant something, right? Surely the gestures of kindness and secrets meant something. Something to him. Hey, Shoto, you ask nervously. Remember that kiss? You hesitantly look at him. His face is blank. You realize how close he's sitting. Kiss? Your heart drops. Oh well, never mind. I think you're going to have to remind me. Suddenly, you're kissing. He's kissing. You hear a maid giggle, but you don't care. His lips are on yours. His hand gently caresses your face. the other pressing against your back, bringing you closer to him. You melt at his touch, and there's something else there. Something that wasn't there the first time. Passion? Or may it be desire? His quirk is roaring, cold, hot, everything at once, and you wonder if yours is too. You can feel your quirk, the power flowing from you to Shoto, through your lips pressing and powering his. You pull away. You rest your forehead on his, and he doesn't take his palm off your cheek. Do you remember now? You ask. You both start laughing, both blushing like there's no tomorrow. It makes me wonder if that was really just your second kiss, princess. Shoto whispers. The palace staff is going to love this. Oh, I'm sure Takashi has already heard and is heading this way to watch. You laugh, sincerely hoping he wasn't. Speaking of Takashi, Shoto says, don't you think something's going on with him? Yeah, actually, you reply. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. He pauses. What if he's involved in the poisoning somehow? It'd be easy for him to... You stand up. I'm sorry, but I have to use the ladies' room. You hear him mumble something as you walk away. It's not possible. It can't be. Takashi would never hurt someone, right? But that's what he's trained to do. He's a guard, after all. One of the only people you can trust, committing high treason against not just the Todoroki kingdom, but others as well. All thoughts of the kiss leaving your mind, you storm to where Takashi is. If there's something going on, you have to find out what. And it has to be from him.